Basically, Chinese characters can be divided into two categories. The single component characters, such as shan, mountain, ren, people, 日, the sun, 月, the moon, 木, tree. And compound characters, such as 明, bright, 好, good, 你, you, 修, rest. The former category, which constitutes only a very small number of the total characters, is regarded as an integral unit that cannot be dissected, whereas the latter, which constitutes the majority of the total characters, is usually made of two or more basic components, or the sides, many of which are conventionally used as the radicals in the Chinese dictionaries that use the radical method to classify characters. Knowledge of these radicals will not only help one memorize characters better and faster, but it will also enable one to look up characters and words in any Chinese dictionary that uses the radical method to classify characters. The important sides or radicals will be introduced and explained one by one when they appear for the first time in the companion workbooks. In terms of the forms of structure, the compound characters can be roughly divided into three major types. The left-right structure, such as ma, left and right, and peng, left and right. The top-bottom structure, such as zi, top and bottom, nan, top and bottom. So zi means character, nan means male or man. And the third is the enclosing or half-enclosing structure, such as guo, country. That's a enclosing. And half-enclosing, such as tong, meaning the same. So half-enclosing. So all these are good examples. Yeah. In addition, there are some other minor forms of structures of compound characters, but most of them are just variants or combinations of these three major types. Chinese characters can be further decomposed into various lines or dots called strokes, or 笔画 in Chinese, the smallest elements in the character structure. There are more than 30 strokes, and these 30 odd strokes may be boiled down to only 8 basic strokes. Please see Table 2 on page 19. And the first one is 点 dot, second 横 horizontal bar, 竖 vertical bar, 撇 left folding stroke, 捺 right folding stroke, 提 rising stroke, 钩 hook, and 折 turning stroke. It should be noted that it is very important for a beginner of Chinese to learn how to count the number of strokes in a character. because knowing the exact number of strokes will enable him or her to efficiently look up a character in a dictionary, which classifies characters according to the number of strokes. For both practical and aesthetic purposes, the stroke order, or 笔顺 in Chinese, is also of vital importance to the beginner when he or she produces the strokes in writing characters. Conventionally, certain rules should be observed when one is engaged in writing them. In Table 3, page 20 here, 7 general rules for the stroke order and some typical examples are provided. The first rule is 先横后竖, horizontal bar before vertical bar, such as 10. So 1, 2. So horizontal bar first before the vertical bar. And second rule is left folding stroke before right folding stroke. 1, 2. 1, 2. Left and right. From top to bottom. 1, 2, 3. From top to bottom, yeah. From left to right. Left and right. And next rule is from outside to inside. Outside first and then inside. And next rule is from outside to inside before sealing stroke. So outside, inside, and then the last is the sealing stroke. And finally, middle before left side and right side. Middle, left, and right. Of course, these are just some important general rules, and one should always exercise flexibility when applying them in writing characters. To avoid writing characters in a wrong order, the user of the workbook should closely follow the correct order of the character strokes provided when he or she first learns how to write them. Finally, I would like to say a few words of encouragement to the beginners of Chinese characters. It almost goes without saying that Chinese characters are, as compared to the alphabetical languages, much harder to learn. Yet, they are not insurmountable. Nothing is hard in this world if one sets one's heart on it. It is our firm belief that Chinese characters can be learned and mastered through constant practice and sustained efforts. As the English saying goes, no gains without pains. One's painstaking labor will be handsomely rewarded when one has mastered the writing system of the Chinese language, which is used by over 1.3 billion people in this world.